Hello everyone, Alicia here with another lightened up Weight Watcher friendly recipe, and today I'm going to be showing you my version of easy no-bake peanut butter oat cups. Now these chewy, lightly sweet no-bake peanut butter cups are the perfect healthy snack for when you're craving something sweet. They're kind of like a cross between a chocolate peanut butter cup and a granola bar. They make the perfect, quick and easy healthy snack for peanut butter and chocolate lovers. They're also high in protein and gluten-free. Let me jump in real quick to the ingredients and I'll show you what you're gonna need to make these. You're gonna need some rolled oats, some PBfit powder, some water, some flaxseed, protein powder, sugar-free maple syrup, cinnamon, salt, vanilla, coconut oil, some Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips, and some sea salt flakes. That is everything that you're going to need to make this. As always, I will have the full list of ingredients and instructions over on my website. First off, in a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to get my peanut butter powder weighed out. I like to weigh it, but you're looking for either half cup or 64 grams, and that's going to be roughly 4 servings. So I've got 64 grams there. And now to that, I'm going to add in a 1/3 cup water, a 1/4 cup sugar-free maple syrup, and this is the brand I'm using, the Silicone, and a teaspoon vanilla extract. Then I'm going to just whisk all of that together until it's smooth. Okay, that's nice and smooth. So now I'm going to add in 1.5 cups rolled oats, a 1/4 cup flaxseed meal, and I'm just using this Bob's red mill flaxseed, a scoop of protein powder. The 0-carb Isopure in vanilla is the one that I'm using. And there's the info on it. 110 calories, 30.5 grams per scoop, 25 grams of protein. That's just my personal favorite, but you could use whatever type you like. And then I'm gonna add in a teaspoon ground cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt. And I'm gonna just stir all this together until it's combined. Okay, that's how that is looking. Now I'm gonna grab myself a muffin tin. Got a muffin tin here, and I've got some silicone liners. I like to use these for this type of thing because the food releases out of these liners really nicely. So I'm gonna just line this, but you could also use a silicone pan if you have one. You could also use paper liners. It's just not going to release as nicely as these are gonna do. So now I'm gonna take this 2 tablespoon cookie scoop and I'm gonna add roughly a couple tablespoons to the bottom of each one of these. All right, now I'm gonna take the back of this and just kind of press the oat mixture down. You could also do this with a spoon or your clean hands if you want. And if it starts getting too sticky, you can spray the back of this with a little bit of cooking spray, but you just want to get it pressed down in those cups. And I am probably going to use a little spray because it is starting to stick. All right, I've got those all pressed in. I'm going to set those aside and work on the chocolate. So for my chocolate layer, I'm going to just weigh these out, and what I'm looking for is 4 ounces. And again, these are what I'm using, just the Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips. So I've got 4 ounces there, or 112 grams. So now to that, and this is a microwave safe bowl, I'm gonna add a teaspoon coconut oil, and this is just to make this chocolate kind of extra smooth once you microwave it or melt it. You don't necessarily have to add the coconut oil, but I do just think it makes the overall texture a lot nicer and easier to work with. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna microwave it for about 15 to 20 second increments, and I'm gonna stir in between until this is nice and smooth. Okay, I microwaved this for just about a minute, and again, stirring in between, and it is nice and smooth. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the chocolate to the tops of each of these. Just kind of smoothing it out as I add it on there. I got the chocolate on there, and I'm gonna take some of this sea salt flakes and I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit on top. And now these are ready to go in the freezer. I like to freeze them for about 4 hours just to get them nice and set up. And then that's actually how I store them too. I just leave them in the freezer. But you can also store them in the fridge if you want. I just think they tastes a little better out of the freezer. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer and then I'll be back in a few hours to show you what they look like. I'm gonna let these sit in the freezer for about 4 hours and I'll just show you how easy they are to pop out of these cups. They just come right out. Like that. All right, I just took all those out, put them on a plate so you can kind of see what they look like. And these are gonna be 3 points a piece. I'll have my husband tell ya.
5 for 2.
2 for 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5 for 2.
5 for 2, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
I like
5 for 2 points?
Yeah, that sounds way better to me.
It does. Unfortunately, that's not the case. 2 for 5 points, 1 for 3. Now, you might want to, like I said, I like to keep these in the freezer, but you can set them out for
Yeah, I mean, they're frozen.
a few minutes to get them a little softer before you eat them. They're like completely frozen right now.
Yeah, so you get, I'm not really getting peanut butter. Definitely the oat. And then you get that's dark chocolate.
No, that's the
That's
Lily's
chocolate?
milk.
No, so it tastes dark. Maybe it's the salt. And then the salt is the last thing I get.
Yeah, the salt kind of brings the chocolate flavor
Yeah.
out. So that kind of makes sense.
But I bet you that's why I think that's dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm, because it's making it taste a little bit richer.
Plus it's Lily's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge oatmeal fan.
Mm-hmm. I think they're kind of like
peanut butter.
Peanut butter cup with a granola bar mixed.
And salt. Everything I like, all in one.
Yeah, I like the little the sea salt on there,
Yeah.
or the flake salt.
Yeah.
Because again, like we said, that kind of brings out that chocolate flavor, ties everything together. What do you think? What do you think of the points on that?
Oh yeah. So it's really substantial. Mm-hmm. And so that's totally worth the points, especially 2 for
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you do this for dessert or snack? I got it as dessert.
Well, I just would eat it all day, every day.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Okay. All right, that was no bake peanut butter oat cups. If these sound good to you, be sure to check down in the description box below the video where you will find a link for this recipe over on my website, where you will find the full list of ingredients, instructions, recipe builder link, calories, macros, all that and more is going to be over on my website. But thank you as always for watching, and we will see you on the next one.